While one can argue about an optimal growth metric for a nation, what cannot be argued is the equality, dignity, and freedom are the better metrics by which we should measure nations. We all recognize that we have many challenges, no different from many other nations. But I fundamentally believe that things are falling in place for India to create one of the greatest economies the world has known. Uplifting the lives of 1.4 billion people may feel like a marathon in the short run, but it is a sprint in the long run. I will expand on this later. Nations cannot be built on a fragile assumptions of everlasting relationships. The misfired war in Europe has exposed the tentative nature of our geopolitical partnerships. If there is a learning from both the Russia-Ukraine conflict and the COVID crisis, it is the need to urgently take control of our own national destiny. Therefore, it is a matter of pride to see our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, stand up to the with us or against us rhetoric. In this context, we witness a remarkable example of our national pride when India's vaccination drive was opened up to senior citizens. Our Prime Minister was first in line to receive the Bharat Biotech vaccines developed in India by a Padma Bhushan, Dr. Krishna Ila. This is the ultimate testimony of a confidence from a leader in his own citizen abilities. This is self-reliant at its best. Dear friends, over the past 2 years of crisis, we have learned that the world is not as flat as assumed. Across the world, domestically focused policies have been making a comeback, and economic borders are becoming a less porous. Indeed, the pandemic should serve as a wake-up call for India that global cooperation buckles under the weight of our national priorities. The over-alignment and over-diplomacy are as much a risk as under-alignment and under-diplomacies. But our foreign policies can serve only for what is happening here at home, and uplifting the lives and prospects of our masses requires broad and a solid foundations. Therefore, several of the Union government programs that have been launched over the past few years have been about establishing the socialistic base for decades of progress. Our history will look upon the impact of many of these programs as the ones that shape the India we have always aspired for. The majority of these programs are about ensuring dignity for all the citizens of our country and dignity comes from taking a stand that ensures a greater India is an India that is visible, a more Aatmanirbhar India. A greater India is an India that is visible, a more muscular India. Dear friends, it is an accepted fact that India will remain a domestic, consumption-driven economy for a long while. Without arguing about the economic theory that advocates exports, India's primary resilience is derived from the strength of its internal consumptions and the size of its market. Aatmanirbhar Bharat provides the platform for our country to build on our advantages of our democracy, demographics, fair legal systems, inexpensive manpower, deep engineering talent, economics of scale, improving ease of doing business, geographic locations, and overall accepting culture. Aatmanirbhar Bharat is not only a clarion call for a national self-reliance, it also creates the way for expanding our Prime Minister vision from Aatmanirbhar Bharat to Bharat Par Nirbhar.